This segment is brought to you by Alford and Associates for all of your insurance needs.
Welcome to Bayou Time. I'm Jacob DeGate, glad to be your host, and I'm glad to have joining us via Zoom. We have Lieutenant David Spencer of the St. Mary Parish Sheriff's Office. Thank you very much for joining us, Lieutenant.
No, thanks for having us here.
Alrighty, it's my understanding you have a theft of some scooters by a person that was arrested. Can you update us on that?
Yeah, our call came in that we had some scooters taken out of a yard in broad open daylight. And we pretty much, with the help of Morgan City Police Department, we identified the guy as Randy Clark and got a warrant for him for theft and criminal trespass. And then it was just a matter of making contact with him, which was done. Actually, Morgan City PD made contact with him and got him under an arrest. And at that point, because these are two scooters that belong to some young men, and for that, our guys were really highly motivated. We wanted to get this back. We had found out that one of the kids got it for a Christmas present, and the other one had bought his scooter with his own money. So we really, really wanted to get those back. The nervous thing for us was there had been a lot of attention on social media, and the drawback to that is sometimes somebody may decide to heat on them, and so they get rid of the evidence. But it took us a couple, 2 or 3 days, but we did recover those scooters. And confidentially, the deputies tried them out down the hall here. I'm just saying, you didn't hear that, but they said, man, we could really tell how these kids love these things, and we were able to get back to them. So the rest was great to make, but I think the real win for us was the fact that these two kids got their scooters back.
Yeah, that certainly is a win. And man, geez, stealing from kids, that's pretty low. Pretty low.
Right. And look, for anybody who might be watching this, the criminal element, dude, there are cameras everywhere.
Everywhere.
You know? Thank goodness, there are cameras everywhere, and we find out. We see you on the camera. It makes it very easy for us to identify a lot of times and wrap these things up.
All right. So you're saying your job's too easy now. Okay. I understand.
I don't want to go there. A lot of times people will ask, how long does an investigation take? And my go-to answer is always, takes as long as it takes. Some of them are wrapped up like this one. We identified him pretty quick. And sometimes it doesn't go that way, but I'm glad this one, came down the way it did.
Yeah, and it always helps when you have people helping out too. If you put the picture out and people are able to recognize them, actually speak up, that always certainly helps as well.
Right.
Right. Now, I also see that the sheriff, Gary, he had an interesting meeting the other day in September. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
So the governor will have a meeting every year, or have a little get together at a camp in the St. Martin area, and that was what that was. And so the sheriff and our chief deputy went to it, and the sheriff was kind of surprised that Christy Nome was there, who is of course the director of Secretary of Homeland Security for the United States, and those. We put that out to go, hey, this is pretty neat that the sheriff got to meet Christy Nome. But really, the good thing about those kind of meetings, there are other sheriffs there, there are other police officers there, police chiefs, and anytime you can get together and network with other law enforcement agencies and officials, that is always a good thing to do. And some good information was discussed, and that helps out, of course, St. Mary, and it helps out the other parishes as well.
Certainly. And it's also good to see that, the federal government appears to be taking an interest to help out, where they can as well. And it certainly looks like that is part of their commitment right there.
Absolutely. I mean, that's always a win-win for people. And, it was kind of interesting to watch the post for me, because a lot of people had some reactions in a political sense. It's not really about the politics. It's about, is the federal government actually interested in and wanting to get involved with what happens locally. And I think that's always a good thing, no matter who the elected officials are.
All right, last update we have was a fire involving a truck. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah. Oh, so that's an interesting one that really kind of serves a purpose for all of us now to look at how fast this can happen. The call came in that there was a vehicle on fire on the levee near Wilson's Landing, and so our responding deputy got there, drove up on the levee, and was driving down, and there's just the grass is high. And of course, after it's been cut, when it's high, then there's some dry grass clippings. And so, sure enough, same thing happened to our deputy's unit that happened to the vehicle that he was responding to. And the crazy thing was how fast it happened. So he gets out of his unit, he starts walking towards the vehicle that's on fire, and the person with the vehicle's on fire said, "Hey, your unit's smoking." That's how fast that was.
Wow.
I think he had kind of raked up some of the old clippings of what
Sure.
we figured. So it didn't take long. He wasn't parked up there for a long time. There's nowhere else to park.
Yeah,
There's
it's
no,
quick. We're about out of
Yeah.
time, but yeah, I understand on how quick it is. Just got to be careful when driving on that long grass or those clippings, like you said. But thank you
That's
very
just
much
gonna
for
get
coming
worse.
on. Exactly.
It's going to get worse as the grass goes dormant. So y'all be careful.
All righty, thank you. Stay tuned right here on HTV.
This segment was brought to you by Alford and Associates for all of your insurance needs.